Did you know that our bodies naturally produce tens of times more glutamate every single day than the amount of MSG found in a typical meal? So why have these three letters become a terrifying global obsession? Could it be that millions of people are being fooled by a phantom syndrome? It all stems from a massive misconception. In 1968, a completely baseless letter sent to the New England Journal of Medicine ignited an unprecedented wave of boycotts targeting Asian cuisine in America. That unfounded rumor ended up condemning MSG for over half a century. So, join me as we dive deep into its molecular structure to decode what MSG truly is. MSG stands for monosodium glutamate. Sounds like some toxic chemical cooked up in a lab, doesn't it? But the truth is incredibly simple. MSG is just the sodium salt of glutamic acid. This is a highly common amino acid that helps build proteins. It comes in the form of white, odorless crystals. They look exactly like the grains of salt or sugar sitting in your kitchen. When dropped into a hot bowl of soup, this structure instantly bursts apart. The sodium and the glutamate separate into free-floating molecules. The word sodium in its name usually makes us hesitate, but the glutamate molecule is significantly larger. Because of this, the actual sodium content of MSG is only about 1/3 that of regular table salt. Pretty surprising, right? It's that long scientific name that turned MSG into the ultimate villain. In reality, it is a core biological element of nature. The glutamate in those MSG crystals is completely identical to the savory sweetness found in a tomato. It's the exact same compound that gives mushrooms, seaweed, or aged Parmesan cheese their rich flavor. In fact, your own body is currently storing nearly 4.4 pounds of natural glutamate. It's scattered throughout vital organs like your brain and muscles. Even more miraculously, sacred breast milk is absolutely flooded with this flavor. It makes up over 50% of its total amino acids. That level is 6 times higher than in cow's milk. Because of this, our digestive system literally cannot tell the difference. Your body processes MSG and a fresh tomato using the exact same mechanism. So how does this little crystal awaken your taste buds? The magic only explodes when the MSG inside your food touches the surface of your tongue. It instantly creates the 5th basic taste, umami. This process is like a literal relay race measured in milliseconds. As the food dissolves, the free glutamate molecules rush out. They swim around looking for tiny receptor stations on the surface of your tongue. When they meet, they lock together perfectly, like a key turning the right ignition. Boom! The calcium channels inside your cells swing wide open. An army of neural messengers is instantly unleashed. They carry this signal, rocketing straight up to the gustatory cortex of your brain. Right there, the brain translates that message into a sensation. That is incredibly savory. But that's not all. The umami taste also stimulates your mouth to continuously secrete saliva. This mouth-watering effect brings an amazing double benefit. It aids in smooth digestion while simultaneously amplifying the deliciousness, letting it echo throughout your palate. So, who actually named this 5th flavor? Everything started with a very ordinary family dinner in Japan back in 1908. Chemistry professor Kikunae Ikeda was enjoying a bowl of tofu and vegetable soup. The dashi broth that day was prepared by his wife using dried kelp. With his sharp intuition, he noticed something incredibly special. This broth carried a deeply rich, meaty savoriness. It was completely distinct from the 4 basic tastes: sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. His curiosity was instantly ignited. What exact substance inside the kelp was creating this flavor? Carrying that burning question, the professor stepped into his laboratory. He immediately began conducting complex chemical experiments, boiling, evaporating, and processing the kelp broth. Finally, he successfully extracted some white crystals. The research results revealed that this was, in fact, glutamic acid, or glutamate. This is an extremely common amino acid found in nature. However, in its original form, it wasn't very easy to use. He continued testing other glutamate salts, such as calcium, potassium, and ammonium. The real turning point arrived when he combined glutamate with sodium. This reaction created the most soluble and easily crystallized salt form. It delivered an astonishingly delicious flavor. Monosodium glutamate, or MSG, was officially born. A magnificent crystal had been perfected. But what would he name this fifth taste? Upon tasting it himself, he distinctly felt a rich, savory flavor. He decided to name it umami. This word stems from the Japanese word umai, which means delicious and deeply savory. Professor Ikeda saw massive potential. This innovative new seasoning rapidly elevated the deliciousness of any dish. He immediately filed a patent for the production method. By 1909, he partnered with Mr. Saburosuke Suzuki to establish a company. They officially distributed the product under the brand name Ajinomoto. In Japanese, this name translates to the essence of taste. From a simple laboratory discovery, MSG expanded far beyond Asia. It became an essential seasoning for millions of meals all across the globe. Despite being a groundbreaking discovery, MSG became entangled in the worst wrongful conviction in culinary history. This storm of prejudice began in 1968. A letter was sent to the New England Journal of Medicine. The author was a Chinese-American doctor named Robert Ho Man Kwok. He recounted his strange symptoms: numbness at the back of his neck radiating down his arms, a rapid heartbeat, and general bodily weakness. This happened after eating at Chinese restaurants in the U.S. He guessed the cause might be soy sauce, cooking wine, salt, or MSG. The editorial board went ahead and published the letter with a sensationalized title. And just like that, Chinese restaurant syndrome was officially born. Overnight, MSG became public health enemy number one. The press immediately jumped on the bandwagon, sparking a global panic. The Chicago Tribune rolled out exaggerated headlines. "Chinese food driving you crazy? MSG is the suspect." The psychological nocebo effect instantly spread. When you firmly believe something is harmful, you literally make yourself feel sick. Countless people self-reported entirely baseless symptoms. In 1969, Dr. John Olney injected massive doses of MSG directly into the brains of newborn mice. The mice suffered brain damage. Even though injecting a chemical is completely unrealistic compared to eating it, the public was absolutely terrified. It took decades for the FDA and WHO to finally clear its name. Rigorous double-blind studies confirmed it was perfectly safe. People who claimed to be allergic had absolutely no reaction when consuming hidden MSG. The medical truth was finally clear. But the dark corner behind it all is what's truly worth pondering. Scholars realized this was deeply rooted in racism. America at that time held deep-seated prejudices against Asian immigrants. They viewed Asian food as weird and dangerous. Blaming MSG was simply a way to legitimize that discrimination. An absurd double standard took place. People vehemently boycotted Chinese restaurants, yet millions of them casually ate Campbell's canned soup. They chewed on KFC fried chicken or Doritos packed with disguised MSG. Yet, absolutely no one complained about getting sick. The world has never seen a disease called fried chicken syndrome. After decades of carrying a bad reputation, science finally spoke up to defend the umami flavor. They stepped in to crush every single rumor. They conducted a series of rigorous, double-blind clinical trials. The results showed absolutely zero credible evidence that MSG causes headaches or heart palpitations. Notably, in 2018, the International Headache Society officially exonerated MSG. Leading agencies like the FDA, WHO, EFSA, and FSA-NZ are all in unanimous agreement. MSG is officially classified as a safe seasoning. Not only is it harmless, but it's also an incredibly smart nutritional solution. Modern medicine constantly recommends reducing salt intake to protect cardiovascular health. The sodium content in MSG is actually only 1/3 that of regular table salt. Yet, the dish retains its deep, savory flavor, which even helps stimulate the appetite in the elderly. Furthermore, today's MSG is a product of green biotechnology. It is naturally fermented from sugarcane, corn, or cassava. This completely vegan process is exactly like making vinegar or wine. The leftover byproducts are even recycled into bioorganic fertilizers. This era also marks a liberation in human awareness. We are breaking free from underlying cultural prejudices and xenophobia. People used to fear the MSG in Chinese food while mindlessly consuming Western snacks and soups loaded with it. Now, we accept an obvious biological truth. The glutamate in those crystals is completely identical to the glutamate in a tomato, a mushroom, cheese, or breast milk. The digestive system breaks them down using one single mechanism. It literally cannot distinguish the origin. Modern chefs are no longer hesitating. They are using MSG as a magic wand for pure flavor explosions. In short, MSG is not some terrifying chemical. It is just a normal seasoning, perfectly safe when used in moderation.